Killer, you've just said it to me as we're walking up, it's the hope that kills you. 25 points to 22. Lads did well in the second half, didn't they, to get back into the game?
Yeah, they certainly did. Just a couple of moments in the first half where we needed to be better. I thought, obviously, we were really poor in good ball. We have a couple of 7-play sets, and also Connor went through and we didn't get that ball down. You know, it's a good defence off them. They scrambled well, but I expect us to score from them positions. I need to watch that back, obviously, and see what went wrong. But we got over the line and we should be scoring that one. And then just the try before half time after the drop goal, 13-0. I was pretty comfortable that we could, once we were completing sets, they struggled. And then they've done a double movement and let us off, and then we've missed for touch with a penalty with Faz there. So we need to defend that set, and ultimately, we've been beat by 3 points, 25-22. So disappointed with that, and disappointed with the try we conceded in the second half. Matty's kicked really well second half and just landed it on the 10 there, and the wingers broke through and they've ended up scoring. Really disappointed. Otherwise, I challenged them at half time. Really disappointed with the scoreline at half time, and I challenged us to show something and not let it blow up, and to come within a couple of inches of getting the win, a famous comeback win, gives us something to be satisfied about, because I'm never pleased in a loss. But yes, really happy with some of the things, but not happy in a loss.
Some individual errors in that first half there compounding some misery.
Yeah, it is, and it's across the board. We've kicked out a couple of 7-play sets. We've dropped one over the line. We've dropped the ball from a dropout on a carry. We've dropped the ball under the post. Across the board, it's 7 or 8 errors, and then missing touch with a penalty as well, and kicking out on the full. So yeah, it's just handing invites to teams, and you're going to come here, you're not going to get many calls, the crowd are going to get on your back, and the last 5 minutes we were chasing the game a little bit, and a couple of calls went against us as well, where we should really needed to be in that position. We could have been in a comfortable position if we took out sort of the Maris in the first half. Yeah, so the group's got to learn. They are learning. There is, like I say, something pleasing there today. Challenged them at half time, and people have come and travelled and paid the money, and they needed to see something as well. So that part of it was pleasing, the way we started the second half. Disappointed with the try we conceded in the second half. Other than that, yeah, we were, I think we scored the same amount of tries today, and you come up here and score 22 points, that should be enough.
Real controversial call at the end there on Brad England. Thought it was tackle, played the ball, referee gives the ball to Workington. Real tough one. You see them on TV and it's a go back and play it, but yeah,
I'd like to see if they'd give it the other way, mate. I think there would have been a bit of a riot here. This is difficult, it's chaos, last 5 minutes. They usually let him go back and play it. Brad thought there was 2 men on his legs. The referee said he said play on. It's a split second thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with just stopping the game, giving the player the ball there. Obviously then Workington had a full set on our line. I think we scrambled actually, but it's still another set, and we had ascendancy there. I think Brad's around the halfway line and it's play free. There was a last tackle 6 again as well set before there, so there's sort of 12 tackles that I don't think we needed to do or should have had to do, and that we did press and get a drop out near the end, but without them 12 tackles and Brad's on the run without the 6 again, who knows? But it's all ifs and buts, and although we probably do disagree with them calls, the rest didn't let in them 19 points in the first half.
Yeah, and for anyone that's travelled up here, they've been entertained by some great rugby league.
Yeah, I thought we did well. We're practicing that, and it's usually teams coming up and coming back against us. So it was nice to be on the other side of it today. Just disappointed we didn't get over the line. I thought we'd planned to rotate our subs and hold them back, and we did. So Flan did a real good stint, first stint. So did Jack, and then obviously Ollie and Greeny came on fresh and played just 35 minutes through, and really changed the instance of the game. And Ollie scored 2 tries, Greeny carried well, and then we were able then to bring Bowsy back on fresh. So I thought our subs worked really well today, and we didn't lose anyone either to injury, and people put a real shift in. So I was confident last 20 minutes that we'd finish this stronger. We probably just give ourselves just that little bit too much to do.
Some good attacking rugby league though, Ollie Burton, you mentioned there, 2 tries. Well positioned as well, got over the line.
Yeah, Ollie did well. Thought Spine much better second half. Connor's still, going to be learning. You know, he's young and we can't be too hard. Sometimes timing's a little bit, but he did some great things as well. Matty much better second half. Some of his kicks, I think, led to tries, and Faz showed some nice touches as well. And like I say, Flan and Ollie and Bowsy and even Greeny at 13. And you know, that's the spine is the spine. That's what it's there for. And I just thought first half some of those were making mistakes as well. So yeah, plenty to work on, but plenty to work with. And I think I said that to you maybe on our first game. And you know, there's a bit there for us, especially we want to finish the season strong. We've got 2 more difficult away games in Midlands and Crusaders, and they're going to be all on there, and we need the same fight and desire today, and that's not disrespecting Newcastle, because we've got a big home game next week, and we need to be on for that.
Yeah, it's the final home game of the season. We need to put a show on as well. It's a game that's going to be dedicated to the armed forces, so we need to put on a show, despite, you know, not disrespecting the opponents.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be putting our strongest side out. We'll honour, you know, the kit we're wearing and honour the day, and make sure we become really professional. We'll be training really hard this week leading into that game, knowing we've got the bye the week after.
Thank you.